Hey guys, I pray that everybody's having a blessed, peaceful, and prosperous day. Evening is getting dark outside. I just wanted to come in here and share a quick story, right quick, of something that happened that I feel like it was amazing and it blessed me. And so I want to bless you guys with this same story. So I was in here making me, a quesadilla, for dinner, a chicken quesadilla for dinner, and I was just looking and I was like, "This how much cheese we got? We only got a little bit of cheese, right?" And so we had my husband bought 2 bags. I used 1 bag yesterday, and so I was like, "Dang, I think this is enough cheese to feed the rest of my family." And so I was like, "Dad, Lord, we only got a little bit of cheese," and I was like, "But it's okay, cause we gonna make it work." Because I thought about calling my husband or texting him. They at the gym, and so I thought about calling them or texting them and be like, "Hey, babe, we need some more cheese, right?" And so I'm talking to God about the cheese, and so, but I never asked. The crazy part was I didn't ask. I was just telling him like, "It's okay. We gonna make it work, and we have enough chicken to make quesadillas to last us all the way up to, you might say, till Friday." And so I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." I was like, "It's gonna be okay." So I get a knock at this. I get a knock at the door. I'm watching, this video my husband sent me of this guy, and he's talking about, having boundaries and um, something about saving friends. I forgot what it was called, but it's just talking about having boundaries and learning how to say no to people. And it's a really good video. Forgot the guy's name who did it, but yeah. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching it or whatever because my husband sent it to me earlier, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good video for him, but also for me to learn as well of saying no and setting boundaries." And so now I got the door. I got scared a little bit because I was like, I don't know who at the door. So I went and I looked through the peephole, and it's the little girl that catches the bus with my son. And so I was wondering, like, I wonder what could she be knocking on the door? And so I answered the door, and she was like, "Hey, let me know her father is a repair guy, repairs refrigerators or whatever. And I guess something happened to the refrigerator." And she was letting me know, like, I guess they were making pizza or something. They was making something. And she asked me, and she was like, "Oh, because the refrigerator is, like, I guess down, and they need to figure out where to put all the stuff they have." And so she was like, "Want to know if you guys would like a bag of cheese?" And I was like, I was like, yeah. She was like, "They're like really big bags." She was like, how many would you would like?" And I was like, "They're really big bags." I was like, "Honestly, I would like one." And so she said, "Okay." And so she laughed. And then I went back to watching the video, and I was like, "I'll just wait here." But I actually heard them in the hallway coming up, and I was looking through the people. And I was like, "Okay." And so I just waited for them to knock. And when they knocked, it was her and her mom. And her mom was holding this big old bag of cheese. And I was like, let me show you what it looked like. You see this? I don't know how pound bag of cheese. That's a big bag of cheese. That's about the size as, I don't know, but I know it weighs about as much as my daughter. It's heavy. It's a heavy, big old bag of cheese. And so I told him, I said, as I said, the funny thing is, before y'all came, I said, before y'all came and asked about cheese, I was like, I literally was in here talking to God about cheese. And so, with that being said, to me, I feel like that was a big blessing because it let me know that God heard me and God used somebody to bless me with what I need. I know in this season, God is actually showing me and my family, me and my husband, that He will provide for all our needs as long as we put our faith and trust in Him. And I feel like we made the most ultimate faith move last week, which is trusting Him with our finances, because we were trusting Him with little. We wasn't trusting Him with all of it. So now we are fully trusting Him with all of it, which is like we're tithing now. And so I feel like He's giving us signs. I don't want to say little things, little signs or little messages or whatever, but to me that was big. And it goes to show, like, that bag of cheese is bigger than my bag of cheese. So we think God can't give us big, but He can give us big. Long as we trust Him, and long as we trust Him and we're being obedient and we are allowing Him to be our provider, He will provide you with an overflow. That is a big old bag of cheese. Like, I don't know, I had to make a couple of pizzas myself, or just whatever. It's a lot. But that just let me know that God is capable of. We think God is. Some of us think God is capable of this much, but He's capable of that much. So I pray this speak to somebody. It definitely blessed me.